Greetings everyone, it's Lodrik and this is a Game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my email match against Italian. He's a Japanese player and for me it is Allied side. This is now January 7th, 42 turn. He's slowly taking over the Philippines and taking on some dot bases around Tulagi and Shortlands. No luck with this small tanker. But the unescorted light cargo ship. This may be something possible to sing, but no torpedo hit, so yeah. Paro. I still cannot get rid of this rowboat. Oh, he's coming closer to Ambon and taking the base nearby, but I don't know if this is a benefit for him. I also try to intercept his in- and outgoing ships into port of Singapore. Sub-chasers. Oh yeah. So this is my reinforcements for Paro. Finally arrived. Still the same. Not really meaningful, at least for me. His light carrier division is finding and attacking near my AVP, but I can dodge all the attacks so far. And the AM, not so lucky. There are still ships, mostly from the Philippines, trying to reach Darwin, Ambon, something like this. But it's very risky for me, of course. Airstrikes against the airport of Manila. Still no success. Okay, Japanese going for North Pacific. Or at least Italian try to maybe build up some defense position there. I don't care. He's still taking slowly the bases at Mindanao. Bombardment at Bataan from the Japanese side. He's maybe too tired, too much, or too high fatigue to attack again. That's my bombardment. and a much better one at Batan, and still 20 to 24 combat squads always disabled. This will be enough to keep his attack value not growing. The big battles are still battle for Manila and battle for Singapore. Once the Italian took these two bases, he's able to strike fully on Dutch East Indies. So long he cannot take these two bases, I have time to rest and train my Dutch army and build up my air fleet. Good. Nothing special today. Air losses are like every day. Ship sunk. Yeah, I lost this AM, but I was able to maybe finish off one cargo ship, or at least it's on fire. Nothing at Pearl Harbor. The Japanese are now here in the north, but this is an Navy Guard unit or something like this. He can take all these islands if he want. I also take out everything out of Dutch Harbor and Kodiak. I don't need any of these bases. This is winter time. This next 3 months you cannot build here anything, at least not in an efficient way. So I come maybe back in April or May. Pago, there's still this one submarine. Okay, let's try. Unloading is ongoing. I get his supplies now and some fuel. Pago is early on only a very small base, but at least I can build it up. And I have here some engineers already. Good. So if I have 3 or 4 more turns without something showing up, I have maybe all these troops unloaded. I have no detection on any Japanese fleet here in Australia. Japanese may be taking here the space, but there's no one here more. I normally want to pick this guy, but maybe he died. I don't know exactly, because last time there was still one unit. Could be. I move my ships to this base and unloading there. So I try to get the supplies into this dot base, and then maybe they will flow to this base very slowly. Even if I get only 100 supplies from one hex to the other in 1, 2, 3 turns, it's maybe enough to keep my guys moving. Nothing at Darwin. Nothing at Dutch East Indies. The Japanese are here now. I think this was the task force was before here, was moving now down, taking this base. Okay, we can try this. The light carrier division is here. But so far I don't see any real regiment coming to attack Ambon, and you normally need this kind of stuff. Java Sea is fine. Also here at Singapore, no one is coming close. I see some task forces here at Saigon and at Kotoboro, but this is out of range for my Navy strike, and I don't want. He is capped for sure. Okay. Philippines. This regiment will soon be defeated. One dot base lost here, but so I unload now my supplies in this hex, and then they still can. After some days they arrive at my base. Now I have 7,500 tons of supplies already. Yeah, maybe I have soon 500 AV. I have here now. 20, 30 Catalinas flying. Problem is that the Catalinas 4 have really only 2,000 load compared to a Catalina 5 with double. So Catalinas 4s are really more or less only for Navy search and Navy low-level attacks. not so much for troop transport and supply runs. Yeah. These are only sub-hunter groups, no big convoys more. Yeah. Good. China, nothing to discuss. Burma, he bombed his base here, but if he want, he can try. That is fine for me. Maybe at some point I can make some long range cap here. Maybe later. I have still to move civilians out of Dutch East Indies to Delhi. No, out of Delhi. So you can see I have already many civilians here, and I can then normally dispense them here. And then the support I can use again. But I mean, support it's really only for the points. The Japanese can get points if they destroy this. If I get supports back to pool, there's nothing I have always enough support. Good, nothing for China. Let's see what happens next time. Take care, bye bye.